Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome back to our Songs of Conquest miniseries where we're playing the second song as the Rana. I've been having an absolute blast with this game so far, and folks, I'm actually recording this episode shortly after the previous one released, and looking at the comments I've seen so far and just the overall response in general, it seems as though y'all are having a blast too. Now if that continues to hold true and you would like to see Songs of Conquest on the channel, you'd like to see this miniseries conclude and you'd like to see more beyond it, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, I read all of the comments, and the number of likes and comments just gives me a quick read on what folks are interested in watching on the channel, what I should keep doing, what I should speed up, what I should slow down, so on and so forth. And I should mention as well, I intend to cover Songs of Conquest quite a bit on the channel because, again, I think it's absolutely wonderful. So if you're interested in keeping up with that during early access and beyond, you might want to subscribe as well if you haven't already done so. Now, with all that aside, today's session I think will be a fair sight smoother than the last one. It'll also be a fair sight faster as there are fewer mechanics that I have to explain to you. I don't have to get into as much nitty-gritty detail about things like essence and troops and things like that. With that said, there are a few other mechanics that haven't yet been explored. So when they come up, we will have to engage in some mechanics conversations again, but I don't think that'll show up until a little bit later at the very least. So we should be moving a lot faster today, and faster as the episodes go on. Now today's plan is to take care of these beasts over here and gain access to the trinkets that they've been guarding behind them. And then rather than immediately making a beeline to this waypoint over here and immediately escaping the marshes, or escaping to the marshes I should say, I kind of want to explore where the story began. You'll remember last session our tale actually began at this corner over here, and we were able to see quite a few points of interest that we didn't have access to at the time. I'm almost certain that there is a path to get down here, and I'm fairly confident that it'll be worth our time. So I do want to come down here. I want to see if there are any interesting artifacts or interesting resources or who knows what available down over here before we make a way to these, to this waypoint into the marshes. For that, we'll have to go through the Barian guards over here, but we'll leave them for later because there's also, of course, this guardian over here guarding some piles of gold and stuff like that. There's an artifact up over here, another one up over here. There's quite a bit to explore still. Again, relatively freeform, these campaigns. They allow you to experiment and explore and take chances or jump the gun and find yourself in trouble as, well, that's something we're familiar with around these parts, aren't we? Let's go ahead and pick up some of these shamans. It's quite expensive, but I do think it's worth it. They seem to be quite capable ranged units, and range is powerful in this game, so I'm not going to underestimate the value of the shamans. And let's go ahead and visit the lean-to as well. I'm not sure if we're going to make enough gold to make much of a difference, but I would like to recruit some more hunters as well before we dive into this battle, because the more the merrier, right? Even if it's just a slight amount. Okay, it's literally just 4 of them. But you know what? That'll do. That'll do. Every little bit counts on the battlefield, and I'll take those guys on and make our way over to the, to these Dreths, I believe they're called, right? The Dreths? Yeah. Next turn it shall be. And hopefully, things go a little bit better this time. I'm going to keep ourselves arranged like this. I think that's fine. We'll take the high ground. They'll come rushing forward, and hopefully, we're able to come out on top here. The battlefield we go. I'm sure we'll be fine. We're far better equipped now. We have quite a few buffs favoring us now as well. And I can't imagine that this battle was meant to be reserved for, much later than this. Let's go ahead and take the high ground over here. It's, there's no point staying back and actually surrendering the high ground to these Dreths. I don't think that would be a good idea at all. So let's take the high ground. And yes, we will be taking some damage, but as long as we don't lose the battle, we'll be able to recover from the recruitment buildings that are so close to us. As for these Ravagers, we're going to actually pull them back because, again, their special sort of ability or trait is the Charger trait, which means every step they take adds to their melee offense. So we want them to go charging into battle. These guys are going to end up, around these parts roughly. So I want to make sure that I can reach them afterwards. So let's maybe pull back to here. I might have pulled back a bit too far, but that should allow us to charge into one of them if they end up over here and just cause that extra bit of damage. We're also going to actually pop the explosive fungi. I think that makes sense. If they come charging forward, it should cause a touch of damage to both of them, and we'll see what we can do with the shaman as well. Not the largest ranges, doesn't feel like at least. Again, you've got the inner line over here that marks the double damage zone, and then there's the outer orange line, which marks the regular damage. But by moving the Shaman, they'll actually cause less damage if they were to get a hit in that same turn. This turn, we're not going to be... Are we able to actually? No, I don't think we're able to reach anybody. Let's pull up to here with the Shaman. Oh, you know what? I could maybe, if I come up to here, pop a shot here, it cause at least some damage. My concern with having done this now is that... Okay, good. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Nice, good stuff. I was very worried that they were going to come after the Shaman and that things would go horribly wrong, but that actually worked out all right. I'm wondering about how I want to continue these engagements, because, again, these Dreths get to retaliate first when they're attacked, so I almost wonder if I don't want to... Now, let's go ahead and make this move over here. Yeah, we're going to take some damage, but we get to eliminate them, and I wonder if I want to hang tight over here. You should be able to reach up top over here. The Shaman will get some damage in as well. I'm just not sure if it'll be enough damage. You know what, let's send Buddy in. The thing is, I want to use the Shaman primarily because attacking from range, you don't get retaliated against, so it will be a safer bet. But let's go on and have some fun, shall we? Alright, good stuff. Not too bad. Unfortunately, we've actually blocked our Ravagers from coming through. We've limited their access, and that's not ideal. Let's pull up to the high ground over here so that next turn we can push in if need be. But with the Shaman's attack, it's a job well done. Alright, good stuff. I am very pleased with that victory. That was definitely a tougher battle than I'd expected the first go-around, but with our newfound skills and equipment and capabilities with our units, that felt like the right difficulty level. You know what I mean? All right, confirm that victory. Reached level 4. Let's go ahead and pick up what? I'm thinking... Ooh, Cunning sounds pretty good. It lasts only 2 rounds, but that makes a huge difference. I mean, that battle that we just finished lasted, what? About 2 rounds, if maybe 3 at most. So 2 rounds is a decent amount of time. Plus 10 melee offense, plus 10 ranged offense, and plus 10 defense. All that sounds pretty good to me. I don't think we need a slot for a 5th troop just yet. I hope I don't come to regret those words. So let's go with Cunning. The plus 10% melee resistance is tempting too, but I think I like the sound of Cunning over here. So let's go with the Cunning. And again, let's hope I don't end up regretting that. Now, let's pick some of this beautiful stuff up. There's some gold down. Ooh, hello. We've got plus 1 order, chaos, creation, destruction, and arcana for the next battle. I'll take it. Go ahead and pick up this pouch of gold. That'll help us recuperate some of our losses. Oh, there's a lot to discover over here, or to pick up. Ancient Amber. That should add to our... just short of it. That'll add to our Ancient Amber up over here and around. Thank you very much. Grab some of this. Thank you. A Dead Commander. Source of riches. Fair enough. What do we have here? Worn Boots. Or a ton of gold. You know, I'm going to take the Worn Boots. We haven't picked up any artifacts yet. So why don't we pick up the Worn Boots, and we'll make this money in no time, right? We'll make this money in, what, 4 turns, give or take, right? Oh, sure. Worn Boots it shall be. And if we take a look at our Wielder sheet, you'll see they automatically get assigned, and you can see the difference they make as well on the campaign map. A lot of equipment typically has effects on the battle map, but you will occasionally get campaign map changes as well. Almost disbanded the army there. I don't think it'll let me do it because we only have the one, but that would be funny. Or perhaps it wouldn't. Let's go ahead and get this massive sort of radius of vision. Looks like nothing down over here. A whole lot of nothing. Okay, fair enough. Interesting that should be there, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and pull up to this waterfall next. Giving ourselves plus 3 movement for 2 rounds. Don't mind if I do. We've got a cairn over here. Plus 1 offense, plus 1 defense. A bubbling pot for 200 gold. And an old camp. Ooh, 11 hunters or 1,300 gold. I really should have done the math to figure out the per hunter cost. It was like, we got 4 for 404, right? So that means each hunter costs 101. So I guess the gold is the right call over here, unless I'm doing my math poorly. Though I can't remember if we have 11 hunters left to pick up over there. Let's go ahead and pick up the gold over here and just hope for the best. I feel like that'll work out. And even if it doesn't, we'll figure it out. Oh, I completely walked past these piles of stone. That's my bad. Go ahead and scoop that up. I don't know how much use they'll have on this map, but, you know, why not? They're there for the taking, and so we shall take. Go ahead. up to the lean-to to pick up some more hunters. We did lose quite a few, and then we'll pick up some more shamans as well. I'm sure we'll have enough money to pick some more up down there, and then we'll make our way down south, like I'd said. Let's see, we can pick up 39. Yeah, sure. Let's go all the way. We'll, yeah, let's go for it. Just top up both of these troops, and then whatever's left we'll spend on the shamans. Let's go ahead and pick up this tribute to creation en route. I want to make sure I take advantage of all these buffs when I can. There's no reason leaving them on the table. It doesn't make any sense. This bubbling bog looks like it's ready to be interacted with again, so let's go ahead and do that. Wood and ancient amber, and then back to the shaman's tent, where we'll be able to pick up 3, just short of a full stack. But you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. That works just fine for me. Over to this giant mushroom over here. Is there anything else to pick up? No, looks like we're all done over here. So, yeah, moving on. Ooh. What was that? Rask, the Rana drums warn of danger. A large force of Barians has entered the marsh. We must lead the Rana into the deep marsh. We're not ready for a whole battalion of Barians. We'll follow you, First Rider. Well, that sounds ominous. I feel like I don't see anything. I don't see anything on the map. Normally, enemy wielders are highlighted on the map as well, but they will disappear into the fog of war. I worry a little bit if we'll have time to come down over here, or if I should make a beeline towards the exit. Oh, decisions. +1 damage, +1 troop movement, -25 defense. That's far from ideal. All right, let's stick with the original plan. Oh, we've got some Fey spirits over here. 1,000 XP, can't complain about that. That's great. So an altar, old urns, ancient amber. Oh, what do you have over here? I'm a little worried about the situation right now. Let's keep moving down over here, and we'll see. This stuff is worth picking up later. What do we have here? Some more wolves. Okay, these are different. These are wolves. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so that's an enemy wielder. Oh my goodness. That is a terrifying enemy army. So I assume they're going to come chasing after us. I have no idea how many turns it'll actually take them to close the gap. But fortunately, I think the geography is working in our favor. You know what? That's why this Farseer's vessel was over here, so you could see them coming as soon as they arrived. That's my guess, at least. Okay. Looks like there are some Barian guards down over here. I'm sure I'm confident I'll have enough time to get down here and back out. Oh, I don't know. Famous last words. Let's go ahead and visit this burning rune stone. See what it brings us. -10 defense, +20 offense. Fantastic. Go ahead and hit these guards up. A company of Barian mercenaries stood guard over the small settlement of Blackstone Hill. This is where Rask and his spawn mates had toiled their whole lives in the mines and quarries of House Rosewater. Halt, froglings! We protect what remains of Reed Rock. This is a slave compound, and we've come to free the Rana. No longer. Captain Silkspool and his Topaz battalion freed all the Rana here before he left. We owe our lives to Captain Silkspool. So you've returned. The Rosewaters have surely sent one of their wielders after you by now. You should honor Silkspool's advice and flee to your freedom. Why should we believe you? Do you work for Silkspool? No. But we're contract bound to protect this mining outpost. There's nothing in our contract about recapturing escaped slaves. Leave now, or we'll be forced to fight you. And so we fight. Let's see. Oh boy, that is quite a few of them. I didn't even think to take a look at what they had before I just dove in there. We should be fine, though. We should be fine. We can pull back to this high ground and let them come to us, use our fungi, and have a fun time. The battlefield. A little worried about that wielder. I'm not sure how quickly they move or anything, but I'm glad I picked up those boots, because we'll be moving at least a little bit faster than we otherwise would have, right? So let's go ahead and pull, yeah, as stated, we'll pull back to the high ground over here. Good enough for you. Let's pull you back over to here. Fantastic. Let's get, who's up next? Actually, they're moving up next, so why don't we go ahead and pop these guys down. Who's moving next? You, and then you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3. and see what that does for us. Let's pull our Ravagers back up over to... I'm thinking back up over to here so they can come charging in from the side. A little bit of flanking action there. Alright, good stuff. This guy started the Jig of Jugs. +5 initiative to friendly. Oh no. Oh wow, so they all really moved up, didn't they? Alright, real clever AI. But you know what? I'm extra glad now we put the fungi down because we caused a fair bit of damage there. Everyone's out of range, unfortunately. I don't think even coming up to here... Oh, you know what? Oh, he's just 1 out of range. Are you kidding me? Nonetheless, whether we move 1 tile or multiple, we still lose 50% range damage, so it is what it is. Let's go ahead and hit what we can. Strike down against these brutes. Good stuff. New round. I mean, I suppose we stand steady. I could put down... Ooh, destroy essence. I think the fungi is the way to go again. Where are we? Pop this down. We can... this lot as much as possible. Sure, let's do that. You hang tight as well. And you hang tight. Good stuff. Can I charge in? No, we're just too far away. Alright, so hang tight, I suppose. Here we go. Beautiful. That worked out better than I'd expected. Not a big fan of that shot. And not a big fan of them weaving through either. Nonetheless, we're okay. Who do I eliminate? They'll all be able to attack us next turn, except for the musketeers, because they'll be reloading next turn. So why don't we go ahead and take out one of these guys. What do we have here? Psychic Spear, deal 10 damage to an enemy troop. Oh, beautiful. Ethereal Scales, target friendly troop gets plus 75% melee resistance. And then, of course, we're familiar with Earth Block. You know what? Psychic Spear to eliminate... Hold on, let's see. All right, let's try this. Let's use Psychic Spear to eliminate these ladies up top over here. Oh, beautiful. What? Oh, 10 damage up. You know what? That's on me. It's fine, though. It's not the end of the world because we can still do this. Eliminate them down there. Beautiful. I'll take it. And would you look at that? Ooh, Fury. The plus 25 melee offense, minus 25... No, what I need is, like, direct damage, basically. That's what I need right now, is to cause damage to the enemy. Swap places between targets. I could put down some more fungi. Why don't we go ahead and get the insect swarm coming through? We should still have enough left for some magic afterwards. So insect swarm on you. Beautiful. I'll take that. And I could actually probably come through and eliminate them. Let's go for it. Beauty. And I could come through and eliminate you as well. Sure, let's go for it. Down you go. Now what to do with these guys? That, apparently. I'll take it. I will say, I love the name of the ability, Jig of Jugs, I think it was. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That was a fun fight. That was a big fight. Bigger than I'd anticipated. And we didn't lose too many. You know what? That actually went quite smoothly. Beautiful. And we've reached the next level. Is now the time, perhaps, to... well, this is actually the highest level we could get to on this map. Okay, good to know. But it's now the time to unlock that extra slot. Starting to feel like it a little bit. So, sure, why don't we go ahead and get Command 5 here. Unlock the ability to bring 5 troops with you in your army. I don't know if we'll be able to recruit them because we're being chased now, but we'll see. Cross that bridge when we get there. Alright, what do we have over here? We've got a farmhouse, a cozy tavern, a large farmhouse, some gallows, blacksmith, and a lot more down over here. There's quite a few turns worth of exploration to happen down here. Alright, let's go. Blackstone Hill. Rask rode into the town square, searching for any Rana who may have been left behind, but only some timid humans remained. "Spare us, Rana. There are no more of your kind here." "Why should I spare you, Barian? Humans are greedy, lying slavers." "Indeed, many are. But we're the indebted of House Rosewater. We work these farms and forges, feeding the guards and slaves of the mine. We're no longer slaves. We're free. I hope you remain free. I work so that one day my children will also be free." "Are there any other Barians here?" "No. Captain Silkspool chased them all away. We're all that's left. We didn't dare to leave. House Rosewater never forgives, never forgets." Indebted sounds like slaves. We won't kill you. The marsh gives life. Alright. Interesting. Oh, so we haven't actually claimed the source of riches yet. Glad I double-checked that. Otherwise we'd have to double back. We're receiving gold. I don't need... I was really hoping for like items and stuff over here. What do we have? Looted cart. Okay. Let's stay on the path. Well, let's stick to the plan and hope that it pays dividends. +5 movement. That'll come in handy. All right, good stuff. What else do we have? There's a burnt building. Ooh, stone circle. Can I get there? Or is it blocked off? It looks blocked off. Okay. So let's head down to the blacksmith next. Archer's helmet. Don't mind if I do. What does that give us? +4 defense. And that should apply to our... If I just move this to inventory, you'll see defense is at +11. Move it back to equipment, it's up to +15. And that affects our troops in battle. Again, helping them, you know, survive tough spots. There's the gallows here. Why don't we go ahead and take this burnt building first? No survivors remain, but we got some gold, stone, and wood. So gallows and the large farmhouse, I'm thinking we'll do on our way back up and out. Unless there's a way to sneak out over here. I feel like this is the way in and out, and it's kind of a bit of a choke point. I'm a little stressed, not gonna lie. Stone deposit, abandoned cart, burnt buildings. All right, let's go to the abandoned cart first. More gold, ancient amber, and some stone per round, okay. Don't know how valuable some of this stuff really is at this stage in the game. Another burnt building with a lot of resources. Another burnt building with a lot of resources. Okay, can't complain about that. You know what? I'm not gonna go. This is bait. This is bait. I'm not gonna go down there. I want to come back up out of here into relative safety. I want to see what's behind these guys. These spirits are also kind of tempting, but I think we have to make our way up north now, especially if we want to try and get some of these artifacts up over here, because Aaliyah here is moving quite quickly and is making me quite nervous. We cannot get to this portal, by the way. The path here is blocked. We can't teleport back to the beginning or anything like that. So these have all been claimed. Let's go ahead and claim you. Sure. Plus, I mean, again, I don't know what value that'll have for us. Let's go up to these gallows. Oh, no. Okay. Every round that passes makes me increasingly nervous. So, hang on now. Can I go back to this tavern? I cannot. All right. The gallows, then. Please be worth something. Some XP, can't complain about that. Over to this farmhouse over here. All right, some more gold, and let's get out of here. Sure. Go way over. Coming around the bend now. So roughly where we started. I wonder. Okay, let's head on to this. Pick some of this stuff up at the very least. +5 offense, +5 defense. Okay. Some of that stuff isn't valuable unless we actually get into a fight. Oh, this is blocked, is it? Well, that's unfortunate. I was hoping to come around this way and just see what's back there as well. But it seems we're not going to have that opportunity. Oh, I should be fine, right? I should be fine. I should be fine. And then it cuts over to her creeping ever closer. That's actually a lot closer than I anticipated her to get. She's probably going to end up over here next turn. So if I find myself down over here, she'll block my path, my way out. So we need to start heading towards the exit, I think. Let's go ahead and engage with what? I feel like we are doing okay as far as units are concerned. Let's make our way up north. The mysteries of this shroud all remain. But let's make our way up north over here. Now, hopefully I'm not pulling the trigger too early, but I do think it's necessary. Barian guards. A small company of Barian mercenaries stood guard at the border pass. Let us pass, Barian. We return to the marsh. Run along, little Rana, and live. Our contract only states that we should guard this passage. It does not stipulate that we need pursue anyone who flees before us. We won't be running. What do we have? A troop of musketeers, a troop of pikeneers. We should be fine over here. There's just some, like, obstructions, but nothing really crazy about this battlefield. Oh, these guys were more hurt than I remembered. I should have adjusted that. I can always withdraw, but no, we do not withdraw. We take the knocks as they come. Hopefully that doesn't involve losing an entire unit, but we take the knocks as they come. We should be fine. We should be fine. I can try and close the gap to those musketeers super fast. Because what value do we have staying back? Nothing, really. I mean, they'll move forward and attack us, and that should reduce their damage output, so I guess that is actually quite the benefit. Huh. Alright, let's go ahead and do this then. Let's pull you down to here, just outside of the range. I wonder if this will work out. This guy's already outside of both of their ranges, so he can actually stay put over there. Let's pull you a little bit further back. Hang tight. Let's pull you up to here, so they can charge in if these guys kind of close the gap. And up top over there, well, let's first of all put down some of the fungi. How do I want to do this? Try and hurt these guys on their way up? Sure. And you can kind of creep up and get some damage in, I suppose. But then I'll probably just bait their hits up top, won't I? They'll just return fire to my shaman, rather than chase after some of these guys. Or so I would assume, and I could very well be wrong. But I'm going to stick with that assumption and stay put. Nice. Beautiful. Can't complain about that. There's the shot. Another shot. Okay. You know, that worked out actually quite well, I would say. In some ways exactly as I'd hoped. We can now move in and eliminate these guys. We can also move in and eliminate these guys, and these guys will be a piece of cake. Again, the musketeers are reloading, so let's focus on the pikeneers. Eliminate them. Beautiful. Push in, and ooh, actually they will survive. I'm gonna hang tight with you. You can come through. Oh, really? They'll survive. Dang. Alright, well, let's move up a little bit. Because then what I can do is at least next turn I can charge these guys, right? So let's move up to here. And put the fungi down. I mean, I don't know if these guys are planning on escaping or anything. Hang on. How far can I fire? Just outside of range. Are you kidding me? Alright. It is what it is. Not the end of the world. Let's go ahead and pop... just sort of force you into position, I suppose. Move forward ever so slightly, and sure. I'll take it. Amazing. I'll definitely take it. Love it. Finish the job. Beauty. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Now the pass is open. Question is, do we push right through right away, or do we have any time to dally at all? I would like to get some of those artifacts that were to the north. And I almost regret pushing down south. I feel like I got baited there. But these guys are guarding this section. There's a building back there as well that looks kind of interesting. And it looks like they're guarding the pass up to this artifact at the very least. But maybe this loops back as well, because this looks like it kind of closes off there as well. Alright, you know what? I'm going to leave the stone and the tribute to destruction behind. And move to this fallen beacon of power. Let's go for it. A crumbling tower. Remnants of large bones and ancient weapons littered the ground near a strange structure. It seemed a battle had taken place here a long time ago. Rask, look at the size of this bone. Can you imagine the beast it belonged to? Another marsh creature, wiped out by the humans. Why do they hate us? I don't know, Chikum. Who can understand humans? Alright, I claimed that. Not sure what it does. I guess it gives us some vision. And there's quite a bit going on. It's funny, I was able to see that this bends in, but I could not see that it would be sort of blocked by trees. That's okay. We've got something going on up over here. There's a waterfall up there. We've got some wolves down over here. A pile of gold, reflecting pools, Aurelian statue. Oh, there's so much good stuff back here. That dagger is calling to me as well. I do feel like this is the exit, though. Let's pull up north, see what this waterfall has for us and what's going on up over here. And I feel a bit safer now. Hopefully those aren't famous last words. But you can see she's coming quite far with each turn, so I am glad I've decided to sort of move in at this point. What do we got here? Movement. I could use that. Old camp, source of riches. What is this? Archway ruins. Ooh, 13 hunters. I don't know if that's worth anything right now. Like, yes, we have this space for them, and I took that intentionally, but I don't think 13 hunters are going to help us as much as gold might down the line. Who knows? So I'm going to go with the gold over here. And it looks like we have Eamon's tent up there. Okay, interesting. Aurelian milestone. That'll gain us some extra movement points. Let's go ahead and get this set of archway ruins first. Plus 200 XP, don't mind if I do. Grab you for the extra movement. Tribute to creation, I will leave that behind. Small settlement. Is there any value in reclaiming this town? Oh, would you look at that? Okay, so it looks like if we get past these Ravagers, we'll have access to this artifact. And I wouldn't be surprised if something is guarding access to these as well. You know what? Let's move towards this, and we'll loop back and claim that settlement afterwards, even though it probably makes sense to do it the other way around. Just a little nervous about the hunt that's chasing us, I mean. Am I able to... I'm gonna regret not going after these wolves. The easy fight against these wolves, aren't I? Well, it is what it is. You live and you learn. Here she comes. Oh, she is terrifying. The ominous way in which the entire screen goes grayscale and then just follows her movements. Alright, I at least want this artifact. Oh, there's so much. Unknown threat level. They're between 1 and 25 in number. Let's go for it. We came this far, right? Ooh. Different, I believe their name is Loth. The Barony of Loth. We'll investigate them in a moment. This shouldn't be too bad. We've got the high ground over here. Decent positioning. We've got the shamans up there. I forgot once again to split my troops. But hey, it is what it is. We take them as they come. To the battlefield. I think we'll be fine here. I'm not so nervous about this. I'm nervous about the way we're being hunted right now. I don't like that. It's very ominous. And she moves quite quickly as well. Alright, what do we want to do here? I suppose we could stay put. I mean, these guys are going to come quite far ahead, but if we can put down some of the exploding fungi, we should be able to cause some damage nice and early, and then get the shaman to get some hurt in as well, right? Guys in place. Oh, of course they move now. I could return the favor. That's not a lot of damage. Let's pull back, actually. We can charge. If they end up down over here, we can charge in, I suppose. Again, don't know if that was the right call. And at least now I can put this down like so, and get the shaman to strike. Sure, down over here. Get that done. Put you in place. Put you in place as well. In you come. A little bit of damage. We're okay. Do I push through and hit there? Ah, no, it's not going to do much, is it? Well, worth a shot. Worth doing some damage. These guys have been sitting back for so long, right? Okay, alright, we're okay. I was worried about some of those retaliatory strikes, but it looks like we're alright. Let's go ahead and finish you off with the shaman, and then our hunters up here can finish off the Ravagers. Beautiful. Or Ravagers on our side just watching, like, their kind get dropped. Like, hang on a second, I thought we were friends. No comment. No comment. Alright. That was easy. We are slowly dwindling in number, though. I'm being a little careless at times. I feel like I could probably fight these a little bit better. Ooh, what's this? Taming more Ravagers. A few Ravagers were still standing after the battle, and Rask approached them with outstretched hands, palms up. He soothed them, and led them back to his troops. Beauty. I'll take them. Don't mind if I do. That works out quite nicely. Done. Let's go ahead and pick up the Swamp Spear. Excellent. What does that give us, actually? It is a two-handed weapon, and it gives us +6 offense. Don't mind if I do. To the Guardian Monument? I don't think we need gold. So source of power versus source of knowledge. Source of knowledge to me says XP, but we've maxed out our XP for this map, right? So maybe none of this is actually worth it. How far are you going to make it? Won't actually tell me. Won't actually tell me how far she can make it. She can probably come up to, like, here, I'm guessing. We have to make our way here. Oh, God. They number between 25 and 100. That sounds like a bit much. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and pick up the gold. We're going to pick up whatever we have over here, +3 defense. Can't engage you. But Scholar's Lectern is awfully tempting, isn't it? So the Ancient Skeletons, these guys are, they serve the Barony of Loth, I believe their name is. They are an undead faction. We might not be able to see them in action today. It depends entirely on how far Aaliyah here makes it on her turn. I think too far is the call there. I don't know, maybe... It is so tempting. I think she might only make it up to here next turn. We don't have that much movement. Like, go all the way in, investigate stuff, and come back out, you know? We could take on the battle at the very least, but what'll that do? That'll just cost us. Sorry, folks, I don't think we can take on these ancient skeletons and explore the stuff back there. I just think she's closing that gap a little too quickly. Let's go ahead and claim this small settlement. Red Reed Flats. A small settlement of Rana had been able to survive here on the fringes of the marsh. As Rask and his band approached, an old hunter came out to greet them. Are you the one causing all the ruckus? We'd managed to have a peaceful life here. They took your broodlings as slaves. What kind of a life is that? A bad one, but a life still. The marsh adapts. It is time for Rana to live in the marsh without fear. The marsh provides. The marsh provides a Rana wielder, just like the legends. A wielder? I never believed I'd meet a Rana wielder, and never before did I dare to dream of a life without fear. Red Reed Flats will support you and follow you. The marsh gives life. Beautiful. So this settlement is now ours. I don't quite care so much for the gold I receive per turn. I care for the shaman that I can recruit. I can get one more to fill this slot out. Can I get some more hunters? Or, you know, why don't I get... If I get 9, I could end up with 2 troops of shamans. That's probably not a bad idea. Let's go for it. I don't think I can upgrade troops because the shaman tent isn't upgraded. You can upgrade buildings to gain access to higher level troops, and then you can upgrade existing troops or actually recruit the higher level troops to begin with. And they will, of course, again, have like statistical differences and stuff. Let's go ahead and get 9 of you, sure. And we'll go ahead and balance these guys out. So there's 2 of 19, and that'll, I think, make us a bit more effective. I don't think we'll be able to take these guys on still, but we should be able to take on this set of Barian guards that seem to be in our way. We have a lean-to here as well as a bubbling pot. I don't think I need to claim this fungus farm. Let's go to this lean-to. And sure, there's only 12 of them, but I'll take it. I'll take what I can get, right? Good stuff. Hit up this bubbling pot for that gold and make our way over. I could use this milestone to get even further. Don't know by how much. You know what? I don't think it'll be worth it. I think we'll be backtracking too much. Yeah, no, let's just keep going. I could probably use this giant mushroom set, but let's head down this way and we'll interact with it on the way down and out. Okay. Oh, I think we're... Oh, no. An entire battalion of Barian forces advanced on the Rana. Little Rana, you must be the leader. Surrender yourself for punishment, and I shall spare the others. But all of you will return to the mines and your callers. We will not surrender, and the marsh will run red with your blood. Barian, rise, Rana, slaves no more. We will see about that, Frogling. Oh, this is not going to go well, folks. There's no way this is going to go well. This is going to go terribly. We are threat level suicide, sounds about right. And here I thought I'd managed to make it out. Aiming up over there, we could get into position. Pop you, actually let's pop you down like that. Yeah, sure, we'll try and hold this corner over here. I think it's the best we can do. Yeah, let's go for it. I mean, I'm glad I picked up the troops I picked up, but I don't think you're supposed to be able to win this as the player. I think it's meant to be, yeah, like a suicide level threat. Oh, no, okay. Yeah, I have no idea how this is going to play out. Let's see. I mean, I say we hang tight. We hold on to this corner over here. Try and bring you up over here too. Hang tight. Nudge you up to there so you can come charging down afterwards to whoever will stand in our way. That jig of jugs, man. Oof. That looks like a veteran musketeer as well. Wow, wrecked. Just destroyed. Not a chance. Not a chance. Alright, let's go ahead and open fire. And open fire. Good stuff. They're in deadly range at least. I think I'm running in. Okay. Let's go ahead and use our insect swarm, I think. Or let's go ahead and pop these down. Because at least some of them have to close the gap to actually get to us, right? We can try and hurt them. And let's, oh dear. I don't think pulling back makes sense. Hang tight. There's that jig of jugs again. I can push through and try and attack these pikeneers. We have a bit of a charge in there. Sure. This is a desperate fight. And desperate times call for desperate measures. Reloading, reloading, pulling back. Oh, dear lord, that's a lot of damage. Oh, we're in so much trouble. We're in so much trouble. All we can do is attack the adjacent enemy because that's how range works. And of course, they get to strike first. Alright, we do have Psychic Spear, deal 10 damage to an enemy troop. What good is that going to do? Nothing, really. I can at least get rid of them, I suppose. I can strike here, but... yeah, we're dead. We're dead. Alright, lesson learned. We pushed our luck, and we thought we could get away with it, but we were one turn too greedy. One turn too greedy. That makes me wonder if I regret going down south, or if I regret pushing past the Dreths or whatever it was up over here. Nonetheless, our autosave gives us an opportunity to try that again. I do quite like this artifact. Maybe we can go in and just grab that artifact, not spend time up over here, and that'll give us enough extra movement points to get far enough away. I think that's worth a shot. I think that's worth a shot. So let's engage these Ravagers again, I suppose. They shouldn't be too much of a challenge. They weren't last time. And I think we'll be able to overcome the situation. I don't think we would have enough movement points to come up north and take a look at this stuff and pull back. That's why I'm still keeping some of my approach the same as it was before. Let's move you up over here so you'll be able to hit sooner rather than later. Otherwise, I think we're okay. Let's do that instead. Sure. All right. Wow, that's how it's gonna be, I guess. A punishing lesson learned every session. That's how it goes. You live and you learn, right? You live and you learn. And sometimes you die and you learn. Let's hold tight, let them come forth. Push you up to where? Sure, let's push you up to there. Hopefully we can charge in if the option presents itself. In comes you. Go ahead and pop this down like so. And pop a shot down over here. Why not? Good stuff. Hang tight. Hang tight. In they come. Not ideal. But we can charge in from the side over there. Sure, go for it. That worked out quite nicely, actually. Decent bit of damage there. I don't know if it's worth striking with our Shaman. Next up are our Hunters, and I think I might want to send my Hunters in instead, rather than lose Shamans here. So, go ahead and do that, and let's send you in from the back there. And the job well done. Cool. Played that a little differently, and I think it still worked out about the same. I should remember to split my troops up this time, though, because I kept forgetting to do that last time, and that could have cost me. I mean, I ended up losing everything, but it could have cost me on the lead-up to that final battle that showed you exactly why I was terrified of this Wielder that's chasing us. Yeah, gotta tame a few more of these guys. Good stuff. Bring them all into the fold. Done. Let's make sure we balance these guys out. Beautiful. Pick up the Swamp Spear. Mind if I do? And, you know, the gold... No, I will not be tempted. I was going to say the gold probably made it possible for us to recruit some troops, but I will not be tempted. I will not be tempted. Let's head up over here. Pick up the troops we can pick up. Have this conversation that we've had once before. It's like a premonition almost. Claim this town. Beautiful. Don't mind if I come through and grab all the shaman you will give me. Make sure they're balanced. I love that UI as well. It's very beautiful. I saw it being developed on Twitter. They were sharing the process of that UX and UI being developed, and I just thought it was absolutely beautiful and genius. It's just nice to see it in action now as well. All right, let's get you guys in here. Beautiful. And let's make our way... Well, we can't make our way anywhere. Can we? No, we can't. And that round, up she comes, and down we go. Yeah, definitely did not have enough movement points to come up over here and deal with all that. Just want to make sure really quickly we did in fact equip the Swamp Spear. Good stuff. Let's move... I guess that would be the most efficient way. Let's go to the giant mushrooms then. Pick up the +1 damage, +1 troop movement. That -25 defense I feel like is going to hurt me down over here. But hey, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and get as far as we can get. And hopefully this doesn't kill us. Oh! Nice. Threat level is easy. We should be A-okay. Don't you dare come close enough. Magically out of nowhere now. Oh my goodness. Literally like 1 or 2 squares over. That is terrifying. Okay. Let's get the job done. The final obstacle. A large company of Barian mercenaries, led by a huge Harima warrior, stood guard at the only way into the deeper marsh. That's quite the following you have there, Swamp Spawn. Haven't you heard the stories of what we do when you gather like this? I've heard those stories all my life, but this is a new story. Huh, the mouth on this one. We'll put you back in your place like all the others. Alright, baby, here we go. Let's see. I've got my shit. I don't think flanking like that is really worth anything. The high ground is nice, though, because it does gain our ranged troops some extra range. So I wouldn't mind that if they're actually going to close the gap towards us, but I just don't know if they will. And if they do, they'll come to one, but not both, right? I guess it's worth the risk. It's an interesting formation. It's worth the risk. We'll try it. Don't know how smoothly that'll work out. And I do wish I quick-saved before we got into this fight, but hey, it is what it is. The game said it was going to be easy. I'll take its word and just suspect that I'm overthinking things. All right. No high ground for these. Oh, actually, I could come up to the high ground here. If I can force these guys to come up, though, it reduces their damage output, right? So probably the right call is to draw them out rather than push in. Let's go ahead and pull up to here, because I don't want them to be able to push forward and put me into their, like, extra damage zone, because that negates the damage reduction from them having moved. So let's pull you all the way back up to here. Sure. Let's pull you all the way back down to here to sort of guard our shaman. And we can eventually end up over there, I think, after we see where the musketeer goes. That's your turn. We'll bring Buddy back a little bit, hopefully able to charge into something. And here they come. Alright, not too shabby. Just outside of the extra damage zone, but you know what, I'll take what I can get. Go ahead and pop some of these down as well. Try and hold you in place. Go ahead and pop a shot. Good stuff. And let's go ahead and pop another one. Here comes the musketeer. A little bit of damage there. Of course, you're going to dodge this when you can. Nice. Beautiful. Okay, cool. I can push in, or I can come up this way. Oh. What are the chances? What are the chances? If I move into engage, I should be able to charge in with these guys as well. Okay, we should be able to finish these brutes off this turn. What's life without risks? Let's go for it, right? Sure. In we go. Good hit. A little bit of damage taken back. I could go in with you to finish them off instead. Just wonder if I wouldn't rather come up over here. Yeah, I think I would. Move up. Strike from the high ground. Finish these guys off. Come in with our Ravagers. Strike at you. And the reason why I've left these guys for last is because they can't retaliate against our ranged attacks, right? So go ahead and strike from that safe distance. Good hit. Go ahead and use the Insect Swarm, or actually, yeah, sure. Use the Insect Swarm on these guys. Cause a touch of damage, and reduce their initiative as well. Go ahead and fire down over here. Still reloading. Yeah, Finish the job. Freedom is ours. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh man. I wasn't too worried about that. My heart's still racing from that previous battle. That was something. A lesson, to say the least. Alright, there it is. Glorious victory. We did not take too many losses or anything. And unfortunately no XP gain or anything either because we've reached our cap, but at least we've done quite well for ourselves, I think. There it is. There they are. And how do I make sure I get out of here? I don't want to like click on the wrong spot or anything. And away we go, okay. Rask led the Rana, old and young, deeper into the embrace of the marsh. He was leading them home to South Creek Flats. Having escaped the mines of Rosewater, Rask and Cheekham led the Rana deeper into the marsh, hoping that the Barian House of Rosewater wouldn't pursue them further. Victory is ours, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy, that feels good.
Out of a portal stepped the youngling, hard and mad. He will bring doom to all of us, for now he's just so sad. He went north into the swamp, to the refuge he had sought, but he found some greedy merchants just inspecting what they bought. Enraged by all of this, his essence it was pure. His rage was all of him, their sickness is the cure. He'll fight forevermore, and all he will endure. For Rask the rider, he's death, of that you can be sure.
Ah yes, I did forget about the bard. It is quite beautiful, very, very Jaskian-esque in kind of like tone and vocal quality and approach. Beautiful stuff to just kind of like drive the story along, and very interesting, very different, and you know it kind of matches the overall lore and stuff of the world as well. So I do quite like it. But folks, we are on the precipice of Mission 2, The Marsh Adapts. But it shall not adapt today. That is something we will continue next time. I hope you enjoyed this session. It came with a couple of trials and tribulations, but I think that's when they're at their best, aren't they? When there are a couple of trials and tribulations in them. If you had a good time, you know what to do. Let me know down below, folks, by leaving a like and a comment. Again, if you continue to enjoy the show on the channel, I will continue to make more episodes. I've been having an absolute blast, as I've said countless times now, with Songs of Conquest, and I look forward to showcasing more of the game. The next session, which I hope I'll be able to release tomorrow, but there might be some scheduling issues. You can follow me on Twitter, linked in the description down below to stay up to date with that. But hopefully, if all works out, there will be another episode tomorrow. If not, then it'll be the day after instead. We'll be resuming this Let's Play. We'll be continuing with Mission 2, The Marsh Adapts. And again, if you haven't already subscribed, you might want to do so, because there's plenty more of this to come. As always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.